So let's take up another question. This is question number 20. This is based on greatest integer. Question says this equation has how many solutions basically. So let's start this one. Greatest integer x whole square plus 2. We can write greatest integer x because with the property, since this 2 is integer, it can be taken out. So it becomes 4 minus 7, that is minus 3. Now we can deal it in greatest integer x itself. So this is greatest integer x plus 3 into greatest integer x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now we obtain that greatest integer x can take value minus 3 or 1. So we can clearly see when greatest integer is 1, x is between 1 to 2. In the similar fashion, we have interval for the another one also. So how many solutions we have? We have infinitely many solutions for this equation. So let's check out from the options. We can see that option number 2 reads the same thing, that is it has infinitely many solutions. So let's mark and mention it as a required result. Time to take up the next question, that is question number 21. The probability of a man hitting a target is 1 by 10. The least number of shots required so that the probability of his hitting the target at least once is greater than 1 by 4. Let's try this question from probability. Least number of shots required so that the probability of his hitting the target at least once. Hitting the target at least once meaning total minus never hitting. This is clear? All right. So target hitting at least once meaning total minus never. Total, that means 1, minus never meaning 9 by 10 say raised to the power n. Suppose it is being hit in n trials, correct? So in n trials. All right. So it is given it is greater than 1 by 4. We have to find the solution for it. So from here we can see 9 by 10 raised to the power n is less than 3 by 4. So we have 0.9 to the power n less than 0.75. Now when we try to put some values for n, we can see 0.9 square is 0.81, 0.9 cube is 0.729. This is less than 0.75. So what is the minimum value of n? Least value of n is simply 3. So I'm sure this question is clear. The correct answer for this question is 3. So let's write down again. I'm sure this question is clear. Let's take up the next one. It says if the system of equations has infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions meaning 1. You can plan by finding determinant formed by the coefficients equal to 0, as well as when you change this column 1 by 1 with all, those should also be 0. Or you can use the concept of augmented matrix. So here we can plan this question as matrix 1 Ax is equal to B, that means 1 minus 2 3 2 1 1 1 minus 7a x y z is equal to 9b 24. Applying properties so that we can make these two elements 0. So we can go for R2 replaced with R2 minus 2R1 and R3 replaced with R3 minus R1. This gives us 1 minus 2 3 0 5 minus 5 0 minus 5 a minus 3 xyz is equal to 9 b minus 18 and 15. Points are clear? All right. In order to get infinitely many solutions, what is required? One row should be 0 here as well as on the other side. If only this side is 0 and this one is not, there is no solution. If this entire determinant is non-zero, if we take the determinant, if it is non-zero, then unique solution. We are looking for infinitely many solutions. So what is required over here? For infinitely many solutions, we need a minus 3 should be equal to 5. So that when you say adding, correct? So when you say adding, this becomes 0, correct? Similarly, when you add here, it becomes b minus 3 and b minus 18 plus 15 is 0. So this gives me a is equal to 8 and b is equal to 3. So let's check out what is required in this question. Question is asking for a minus b. So what is the value for a minus b? 8 minus 3. The answer required is 5. So I'm sure this is clear. Let's move on to the next question now.